Welcome to episode 240 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Walton. As always, I'm joined by the other host, Dan Reamer.
Oh, I was really trying not to be here today because I'm tired.
I mean, but that dedication.
Exactly. It's called commitment. It's called my love for the fans.
You do it for the game? Love of the game?
Love of the game. Love of the fans. I know they appreciate it, so I'm here. I can't let them down.
Yeah, because how many people's week would be just devastated if you didn't show?
Well, if it's just one, it's too many.
Right. Somebody's at work sobbing because you weren't on the podcast. They try to tell their friends, but they just don't understand.
I wouldn't mind being cried over.
Really?
Yeah. I'd be great with that.
What about happy tears? I'm more about happy tears.
I don't mind happy tears.
Like that podcast was so good they just had to break down.
Well, it's definitely a feather in your cap if that happens. It means you did something right, I suppose.
You do like a meet and greet and it's just people crying everywhere?
Because
just tears, just people overwhelmed?
I didn't realize meet and greets were things we did, but...
I mean, if you had fans that were crying for you, maybe.
No, then you really can't.
You have to be elusive.
Yes, you have to be...
mysterious.
Yeah, exactly.
When you do go in public, you wear half a mask.
That's right. You have to build on that mystique.
Right. Not me.
Not you?
My plan's to never go outside, so I don't have to worry about it.
You just need a Baconator and call it a day?
Yeah. But I hadn't had a Baconator in forever.
Really? I had one this week.
It's kind of sad. Did you go for the full or the Sun?
No, I got the Sun and Baconator. No, fuck.
Yeah, that's the one
The full is, not going to happen.
I get the Sun, but I haven't had it in forever.
Hey, I had one this week. I also had a KFC Famous Bowl.
And a big swig of Mountain Dew right then that I just heard.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Famous Bowls. What did I have this week? I had Arby's. I tried the new smoked Italian that they have. It was fine. Tastes like everything else at Arby's.
It's got that general roast beef flavor around it. Yeah, I get that.
It's not roast beef, but it tastes just like roast beef somehow, which is fine. And then I had Taco Bell, which is never a letdown.
Yeah, that's always a thing.
Yeah, it's just fine. It's fine.
It's always
no problem.
Is what it is. It does exactly what it's supposed to. It always tastes exactly how it's supposed to. They don't mess up my order much. I've
never been to Taco Bell and had the food and been like, there's something was off today.
Yeah, no.
It's all like genetically modified for me to love it.
Exactly.
And it works every time.
The only problems I've ever had at Taco Bell is sometimes I'll ask for no tomatoes and I'll have tomatoes.
So I had that happen this week when I got it. Let's pick the tomatoes off and it tastes fantastic.
Now it's tainted. I can't.
Yeah, mine was fine.
I always feel like I can taste the tomatoes even though I picked them off.
Even if I went and they gave me someone else's order, it would be fine.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that for the most part, right. Usually, yeah.
Like if I went up, ordered something, they just gave me some other person's order, everything in the bag would be fine.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all made with the same 8 things.
Right. They've got, exactly. All they do is arrange them differently.
Right. Which I really appreciate about them. More so than any other restaurant, Taco Bell has made 6,000 new menu items with the same 6 things.
They are definitely the kings of consistency.
Yeah. They're like, we took this taco and we just put a soft shell on the outside of it.
Yep.
They're like, oh, that's neat. What if we put cheese in there? Bingo.
Yep. Ooh, what if we
menu item.
What if we replaced the burger with steak?
Yeah. Done.
Or chicken.
Everything.
Now we'll do it with chicken. Now it's 3 new items.
Right. Or beef substitute.
Beef substitute, yes.
I hate when people are like, that's not real Mexican food. No shit.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a Taco Bell? Everyone there knows. But it is special.
There's something to be said about Taco Bell. It's the most American non-Mexican food you'll ever have. That's for sure.
It is.
Which I understand that doesn't appear to make sense, but if you sit and think about it long enough, it will make perfect sense.
Yeah, almost no fast food restaurant is more American than Taco Bell.
Right, exactly.
Except for maybe KFC. Because they lean in heavy to the...
I would say they are much more... I don't know if they're more American. I would say they're definitely more Southern. They definitely cater to the Southern crowd.
Do you think anyone writes in and tells us that Yum Brands owns these things and they're not American? Do you think anybody's going to do that?
It could happen. I don't care.
You know what we mean, people.
Yeah. Don't be assholes.
I'm not saying where the money goes back to. I'm saying it feels American when you're sitting inside of it.
Yes.
The food tastes American. Don't be an asshole.
All right. Exactly. We don't like assholes.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be that guy. Or lady. Don't be that lady.
Just don't be those people. How's that?
Yeah, don't be those people.
Don't be those people.
Speaking of those people.
Uh-oh. I watched The Defenders. There. See what I did there?
Yeah, my segue didn't even make any sense. I was going to tell you that I played City Skylines.
Oh, those people. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's got people in it.
No, The Defenders came out on Netflix. I binge watched it Friday night. We got on for about an hour, I think, you and I.
Yeah, I went
Friday
to bed.
Night. Yeah, well, I watched a little bit. I watched a couple episodes before. And then after we got off the PS4, I watched the rest of it. So it was a late night for me.
I played City Skylines, which is new to PS4, out on PC before.
Yeah.
Then came to Xbox One. Now it's finally on PS4, and I really, really, really like it.
You do. I know you do.
It's like this. It's like SimCity before SimCity lost its mind.
Didn't Gerald go out and buy it too?
I don't know if he got it yet.
Or was he playing with you?
We tried. It wouldn't work.
Oh.
He's definitely interested in it though, and it's really cool. Some of the things that I didn't expect, like just little things, like when you zoom all the way in, there's people walking around on the street, which doesn't sound like much, but like when there's a fire trucks pull out, dudes get out, drag hoses over there, and spray it down. Like when you're up, you can't see it, but when you zoom all the way in, there's dudes like dragging hoses from the trucks. Like it's super detailed, and it's really a good city builder. If you're into city builders, the map is massive that you can build on.
Massive.
It doesn't have that I've figured out. It doesn't have like a snap to grid though, so I'm not building as perfectly as I would like to. Because in SimCity, I like all my roads to be perfect. Everything's laid out nice. It looks like a fake city.
Yeah, I can imagine.
This looks like a real city. Everything's all fucked up because the roads, I can't ever get them perfectly straight.
It's like real life.
So there's like curves where there doesn't need to be, and this road like juts over for no reason. It's just like real life. There's no outlet for this road.
Exactly.
You're like, who the fuck designed? I got cul-de-sacs.
No,
like it's
outlet,
all messed up.
end.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you zoom in, it's pretty nice to watch people all come into the end and then jam up and try to pull U's. It's pretty good. They unlock stuff as you go, same way as SimCity. So, now you can build a high school. Now you can build a college. Now you can build a fire department. Now you can build a hospital and a clinic and all those things. But you have no money. You have all the policies and ordinance. And it's a lot like old school SimCity. But if you were to overhaul it, update it, and make it for PS4 and PC.
I just want to point out that this game sounds like it does absolutely nothing for me. It sounds like it sounds like I would have a horrible time and want to kill myself.
I mean, it might. I don't know. If you're not into city builders, you're not going to like it. It does one thing, but it does it really, really well.
Yeah, I am not. I've never liked any of the Sim games.
But it's really, really good. If you like city builders, you should buy it. Like, you're not going to get it and be disappointed. I'm 100% sure if you're into that style of game, you'll love City Skylines.
I mean, I've said it before. I'm not really into simulation games. So
it's
at all.
You're not actually, you build the roads, the water, the electric, all that stuff, and then you just zone it and they build it. So there's a lot of downtime, a lot of kind of sitting and watching your city develop, and it's really relaxing for me. And then the other thing I played, which is the opposite of relaxing, is Sonic Mania. I got it for the Switch, and it's super great. It's really, really good. It's been a long time since I've been able to say that there's a good Sonic game. And this is probably the best Sonic game since Sonic 2. It's super fast. It runs super well. It looks like you. Well, let me say this. It plays like you remember Sonic playing. Mm-hmm. If you go back and play Sonic doesn't play that way. But the way that you remember Sonic playing is how this game feels.
Or it's super fast and
it's fast
all over
and
the place
good
and chaotic.
Fluid, yeah. But when you think about Sonic and then you go back and play it, you're like, ooh, this is not as good as I remember. This feels like the way you remember Sonic. And it's really cool. It's a passion project. The guy that was a big part of it was just a guy that was making Sonic fan stuff. Mm-hmm. And Sega finally gave up and were like, we can't make a good Sonic game. You want to try it? And it wasn't just him. I mean, there's three Splash logos up front. Mm-hmm. Christian Whitehead is his name, but he is. It comes from a real place of love, and he had his hand in the remasters that were done, the HD remakes. He was a part of those. But you can tell this person and the people that worked on this game love Sonic, and it's not a HD. It is a totally new game, but it does incorporate the classic levels. And some of those are one-to-one recreations. But it's really, really, really good. Like, super good. It's $20 too.
Can't beat that.
If you're a Sonic guy, and I think the Switch is the perfect home for it, but it is on PS4 and Xbox One also. PC's coming later this month, which we talked about.
Now, what did you get it for?
I got it for Switch, which is where I really... On handheld mode, it's awesome. Like, it takes me back to the Game Gear days.
Game Gear days.
Like, it feels good to be holding a good Sonic game, like, fast. And it's really, 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 really good.
Oh, let's see. What have I played this week? Pretty much Fortnite. I don't even know if I played any Rocket League this week. Did I?
I don't think so. I played a little bit, but I don't think you did.
Okay. So I think it was all Fortnite, and I did play Hellblade a bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. That game is still just incredibly freaky and good and creepy. I did have a pleasant surprise when I was flipping through the store one day and realized that I don't remember that I bought the season pass for Uncharted 4. So I get Uncharted The Lost Legacy for free this Tuesday.
Which is nice.
Which is, that's the way I like my surprises to go.
Right.
Is that, hey, free shit.
I did pre-order The Lost Legacy. I also pre-ordered Everybody's Golf and Mario plus Rabbids. Now, 2 of those games come out the same day. Everybody's Golf and Mario Rabbids come out the same day. The cool thing is those are 2 separate itches for me, so I play PS4 Golf or I can play on my Switch. But I got to get finished with Lost Legacy before that.
Right.
So I'm on a bit of a time crunch with Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
And I pre-ordered physical through Amazon. They're not day one. Like, it's not guaranteed day of.
Really?
Yeah, so as of right now, which they may upgrade it, but as of right now, my guaranteed day comes out, the 22nd or 23rd?
Whatever Tuesday is.
Yeah, so right now, mine is 2 days past that.
Go Prime.
So I'm going to be on a... But my understanding is it's a solid 10-hour game. So I should still have time to blaze through it. Yeah. But unlike Uncharted, which I took my sweet-ass time with, I need to play through this fairly quickly because I have too much coming.
Right. I'll be playing... I won't be playing through it super fast.
Yeah, I want to...
I'll tell you what I'm excited about, though. I am excited to spend 10 hours with my girl, Chloe.
Yeah, starring in her own full-length adventure. I hear good things about this game.
I like her so much better than Elena.
Yeah. I hear good things. They say the pacing is really, really good because where Uncharted, sometimes you felt like this could end right now. That'd be fine. You don't get that
out of this because it's such a compact 10-hour experience.
Right, it's 10 hours versus 16, 17, 18, 20 even for some people to play through.
Yep.
Uncharted 4. And but I've heard from everyone who has talked about this in the media that it is Uncharted.
Yep. Yeah, Uncharted through and through.
Yeah, if you thought you were going to get a different experience, like you're getting that Left Behind for The Last of Us, like you're not. You're getting Uncharted.
Yeah.
It's Uncharted,
it's just
which is fine.
It's just different skins.
Yeah, which is fine. I love Uncharted. So to go back to that world, I'm cool. Cool with it.
Me too.
But mine was not free. I did not get the season pass.
I got it free. I didn't realize until I saw that it was free, though.
You sort of got it free. I mean, you paid for it.
I did pay for it, but...
You paid less than
but this is a $40 experience? Is that right? $30?
30 or 40, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like
whatever
that.
it is. I think I only paid $24.99 for the season pass.
Yeah, probably. It was a better deal. Either way.
So, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it is a better deal.
I've been playing the shit out of Fortnite. I mean, I know you really like the game. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I like Fortnite a lot. I don't think I have quite the passion that everyone else that's playing it has for it, but I like playing it. But I can't play it for, like, the way that I play Rocket League, I can't play Fortnite that way.
Yeah, I can.
Like, I don't want to play Fortnite every day. I don't want to play Fortnite for 5 hours straight. Like, it's different for me. I like to come in, play for a couple hours, and then I'm kind of done with it. I do get on every day and do the daily stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is just collect everything, you know, make sure I get my research points, all that. I'm fine with that. I don't want to, like, play every day, though.
Right. I will play it every day.
I got too much going on. I mean, still playing the heck out of Splatoon 2, and now I've got freaking Sonic and City Skylines. I've got what I just said coming up, and then the week after everybody's golf and Rabbids, we have Knack 2 hitting, which I'm still getting. I don't know if you're getting.
I'll get it.
But, you know, it's like some bullshit, you know? I got a lot going on.
I'm really upset that it's only couch co-op, though.
Yeah, but we could share play and play through it.
We could.
We'd only have to re-up every hour, which wouldn't be that bad.
That's not horrible.
Right. Something I thought about. Yeah, it's potential that we could still play through that.
So why not just make it online?
You know, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Seems like you could have.
I don't know why they did. That's be the better way to go.
Yeah, I agree. But, you know, it's one of the cheaper games. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
But everybody's golf is like huge online.
Yeah, and it's one of the cheaper games.
Yep, same price. Those are 30 or 40,
30
whatever
or 40,
those are.
whatever
30.
it is.
We don't know the price of anything here.
No.
So we're clear on that.
The reason being because if we really want it, money is not an object.
Ooh, shit, we got it like that. Fuck it. Here's some money, just give me the game when it comes out.
That's right.
Speaking of sweet deals, I feel like we should talk about Movie Pass for just a second.
Go ahead. I knew you were going to. Now you go ahead. Talk about it.
So I don't see movies in the theater. It's expensive. I don't like people a whole lot. You know, concessions, all those reasons that I don't do it. But I want to talk about Movie Pass because they've made some changes to the way their service works, and some big changes to the way their pricing works. So for anyone unfamiliar, Movie Pass is a subscription service. You pay them, they let you see movies. The way the new Movie Pass works, it's $9.95 a month. That gets you the ability to watch one movie per day with no blackout dates. Any movie you want to see for $10 a month. So you're paying $9.95. You get a card. You basically say, I want to see this movie. You walk in, you buy your ticket, you use that card to pay for it. So in essence, what's happening here is Movie Pass is paying for your movie, and you're paying Movie Pass. But you could see, you know, on a month with 30 days, you could see 30 movies for $10. Not $10 each, $10 total. And that is incredible. So, something to think about there. I know it's not going to be for everybody. I'm a guy that never goes to movies, and even to me, it seems like a really good deal. So, I just wanted to tell everyone to check out Movie Pass if you're interested. The other thing is, for this to really succeed, you need to buy concessions. The whole idea is that they're driving people into the theater, and that the theaters can still make money this way. So buy lots of concessions, you know, because you're not really paying for the movie.
Yeah, I know that you signed up for it. I'm going to. It's just a matter of convincing the wife that it's actually going to save us money because I like the movies and she doesn't. So, but even if I go to one movie a month, which I will definitely probably go to more if it's free, it's going to be totally worth it. So yeah, Movie Pass, check it out.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. It'll be interesting to see where this goes.
Interesting indeed.
If this is your first time joining us, this is the official Gamestitch Podcast. Each week, we get together and we bring you all the video game news and information we care about. We wrap it up in the bullshit and the dumpster fire that is this show. If you want to support this podcast, head over to patreon.com/Gamestitch, and you can throw us a couple bones. We finally updated the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
And by updated, I mean we just kind of took some stuff away and moved some stuff around. It's not crazy different. But there's a few things I want to go over here. So Gamestitch Live is no longer a thing.
That's right. It does not exist anymore.
But we are replacing it with something that is unannounced. And we are also going to do monthly live streams for anyone who was missing the live content. So if you're upset, you're heartbroken that Gamestitch Live is gone, don't fret. There will be a live component. It will be one of us playing a game, maybe more than one stream. We're going to say one per minimum per month is the plan, so that you can still interact with us live and things like that. It'll just be a little different format, more of a Gamestitch streams than a Gamestitch Live.
Yep, and keep in mind that this isn't actually going to go in effect till September, so because we did do a Gamestitch Live for August. So if you don't see anything in the next 2 weeks, don't freak out and think we're losers. We are losers, but that's not the point. The point is that it's not intentional. It is intentional that we're not doing it because it doesn't actually start until September.
So that gives us a little time to get graphics and everything like that for YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So it's not because we're being lazy. It's because we're working on stuff behind the scenes. And we have some new exciting stuff that we talked about in our newsletter for Patreon, and that we'll make public to everybody else when we get a little closer to it.
Yeah, it's possible there was something really cool in that newsletter too.
Right. So if you are a patron, you should definitely check that out. But yeah, we're making moves. We did change the next tier as far as goals go. So if we get to the next goal, then we'll add a new segment to the podcast. I think we already know what the segment is. It's fun. I think it would be enjoyable. I think we would have fun at least doing it, even if you don't care to listen to it. I think we would have fun.
Which is the important part, really.
Right. So that would be our next tier on there. So we did change. So we had a lot of Gamestitch Live tiers for the goals, and we took those away. The other major thing, and I don't think this impacts anyone because we already weren't using it, is we no longer are doing Discord.
Yep. Discord has also gone away. It was not what it was supposed to be. It just wasn't feasible for us, and I don't think it was feasible for a lot of you. So, yep, it's over and out.
Yeah, I like to think our community is a hardworking, bluish white collar community.
Maybe like a eggshell white community. So not,
or maybe like a
quite,
really soft baby blue.
Yeah, not white collar, but at least like they're some form of white, not white, but maybe like a cream or a.
So we work hard, and I don't know that we can always, have time to jump in an app and chat back and forth that way. If we ever get to the size where we feel like we need it, we'll bring it back, but it just doesn't make sense right now. And we can't monitor it the way that we would need to in order to make it work.
And if you follow us on Twitter, you're well aware of that. So
right, so we're just doing away with it. So you already weren't on there. Just keep doing you.
Right.
You don't need to be on there. Right. We're good to go.
Right. Doesn't affect you a whole lot.
So check it out.
That covers that. Yeah, so go to Patreon. Check out the new tiers, golds, rewards, blah blah blah, all the good shit. And,
all the good shit.
See where you fit in, and again, do you?
And if you're like, oh shit, I missed this newsletter. Now I can never see what's awesome. If you're a patron of any level, you can see what's awesome.
Yep.
That content is also on our Patreon. So all you have to do is support us at any level at any point to unlock that now if you don't want to wait. You see what we did there?
I did.
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification.
Boom. Gratification all over your face.
That's the best kind of gratification.
All over, just dripping off your face. Gratification.
The best kind.
Yep.
Just
that face,
dripping.
that facial gratification.
Leaving you covered.
Yeah, wow.
We'll call it Gratifukkake.
Ooh, I like that. It's not going to make sense to everyone.
But the people that know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's of a time and place, and it sounds like a good time and place. Gratifukkake. That's where there's just gratification raining down from all angles.
From everywhere.
For those unfamiliar with the kakis and how they work. They don't apply that to anything else. It's just...
I don't think so.
You might be onto something here. Spreading that into the world, because right now I think it's really...
You know what the best part is? I think you can get away with using that as a title of the podcast.
Gratifukkake? Yeah. You probably could. You could get away with making the name of the podcast anything you want.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be enough to turn anybody off. Because the people who didn't get it wouldn't know. The people who did get it would be like, yeah, I want to listen to this. Gratifukkake.
Man, what would that image look like, though? Is that the real question? What is the...
Yes, that
what's the thumbnail look like?
Yeah, what's going to be that big picture on YouTube while it's playing?
Right. Gratifukkake. Anyways, support us, patreon.com/Gamestitch. Let's jump into the news.
Go.
I do want to preface the news section by saying it's all over the place.
It's all over the place, and I don't know that any of it's, I would consider, like, huge. Like,
probably not. So there's some big stories that we're going to boil down to some bullet points because you don't need any more information than what's there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some stories that don't really even deserve to be on here, one in particular, but I put it on here because
it's what
I could not put it on here.
It's what you do. Yeah.
Right. So story number 1, maybe the biggest story of the week.
Maybe.
If this is going to set the tone for what's to come. Everything else was going to be less of a big deal than this small deal that I'm about to read. PS4 5.0 update has been revealed. There was a leak. A lot of those things from the leak have kind of been confirmed.
Yep.
Some of the biggest enhancements are going to be broadcast capabilities. PS4 Pro users will now be able to stream in 1080 60 frames per second, provided that their connection is strong enough. PSVR users will now see message and comments coming through while broadcasting, and PSVR is also adding 5.1 and 7.1 virtual surround sound, which should enhance that experience.
Neat.
Another major overhaul seems to be the parental controls.
Yeah,
they have totally redone this.
And they've made it incredibly complicated, it seems.
It's now called Family on PSN.
Yes.
This is why we can't play Rocket League together, everyone, and Minecraft together, because Sony is now protecting us.
Yes.
And one of the days they protect us is family on PSN. It's, I don't know, there's some sort of, like, you can assign roles, and there can be other adults that, because right now it's like a master account and all the rest are sub-accounts.
Yes.
This seems to be like you could be an adult account on the same PS4, and you can go in the store and buy your own shit and do everything.
It is. It's like, now it's like tiered, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can say you're the child, you're an adult,
right.
You're a child, but also need to have restrictions, or you're a young adult that doesn't need restrictions.
You're a teenager, so you can have a little bit more leeway than this person. This
right.
one, yeah, it's super confusing. I guess it's cool if you need that. It's just me that plays on my PS4, so. And if my nephews get on it, I just tell them, don't go online and don't pay attention to any invites.
Don't fuck with anything.
And don't mess with anything.
Right. You can play a game, but don't fuck with anything.
They only really play Rocket League anyway, so.
Yeah, I'll get behind that. The last kind of bullet point we're talking about is the PS4 friends list is being updated with greater management tools. You can now separate your list of friends. You'll be able to create list like for people like, I don't know, whatever. I just play Rocket League with these people.
Right.
So you can separate to say, oh, my Rocket League bros are on, or, whatever.
My Fortnite bros, my whatever.
My Fortnite homies are on, right. I don't know if I needed this. I don't know if I didn't need, I don't know. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure I don't need it, because I pretty much play with the same group of people.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not a big deal. I guess it might be for some. I'll tell you the most important thing to notice is what's not on here. Can you guess what that is, Ryan?
You can't change your name. In case anybody thought that was going to happen. Still can't do that.
Nope.
There's also some changes coming to the quick menu, blah, blah, blah. A lot of like performance stuff, too, that we're not going to read.
Hey, yeah, I'm not going through all that. You can if you want to. I'm not.
No, I mean, I didn't even write it down here. So, I mean, I couldn't even go through it if I wanted to. I don't even know what it is.
It's performance stuff.
Improved performance and stability.
Yes.
That's a staple when it comes to PlayStation updates.
Not changing your name,
Here's a story to get your...
blood pumping. Yup.
Yeah. Shenmue 3 gains a publisher, and guess who that publisher is? Deep Silver.
Deep Silver.
Which also sounds like a fantastic porn studio.
Deep Silver.
A deep silver joint.
Deep Silver Productions.
Yeah, and it's got triple X under it for no reason.
Triple X.
Yeah, a Deep Silver Production.
Starring Holly Come Lightly.
Wow, Lance Hardwood. Anyways, Deep Silver is going to be publishing. Everyone remembers this was a huge Kickstarter. They got a lot of money, but they want a publisher to get this thing everywhere. So Deep Silver is signed on because they'll put something out. They've shown that time and time again. Mm-hmm.
It's important to note, if you're not familiar with Deep Silver, they've previously distributed Saints Row 4, Dead Island, and Homefront: The Revolution, as well as other games. But
those are all gems, though.
I don't Saints Row 4, people love their Saints Row.
Right.
Saint Row, whatever.
People are loving Agents of Mayhem, too.
Yeah. Dead Island was pretty good.
It's fine.
Homefront: The Revolution was a piece of shit, but
it was shit.
66% isn't horrible.
You might be generous with a 66.
I'm going off those three biggies.
That might be but good for Deep Silver, good for fans of Shenmue.
Mm-hmm. This has been
this game probably not going to be good. I'm just going to come out and say that too.
You don't think so?
Nope. That game is of a time and place.
I agree.
So, I hope everyone who wants it is happy with it. That's what I'm going to say about it.
Do you want it?
But no.
Okay.
So I don't care.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not going to get my heart broken. It doesn't matter.
I don't either. I only played the first one. I did not play the second one. The first one was fun. It was a good time. It was very much of time and place.
I loved watching. A friend of mine had it on Dreamcast, and I loved going over there and just watching him play. It's like one of the first games I remember just like sitting and
watching.
Having as much fun watching as I did playing.
Yeah.
Like it was great.
Yeah. But I feel like we're past that now.
Yeah.
We're past what Shenmue represented at the time.
Let's talk top-selling games for July 2017. I know this gets everybody going.
Ooh, can we? Here's what we love, stats.
Number 10, NBA 2K7, which I swear to God has been on this list for over a year now. Rainbow Six Siege at number 9.
You go,
Overwatch
Ubisoft.
At number 8. Mario Kart 8 at number 7. Injustice 2 at number 6. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild at number 5. Final Fantasy Zodiac's Age. 12 Zodiac's Age?
I think it's 12.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 12, but I don't know.
The Zodiac Age. There must be some DLC or an add-on.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's number 4. Number 3, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 2, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. And taking the number 1 spot, Splatoon 2. Now it's worth noting that Overwatch, Mario Kart, Breath of the Wild, and Splatoon 2 do not include digital sales, so they're all likely higher than what they should list here. Except for Splatoon.
I was just about to say that, because it can't go any higher, right?
Right.
Number 1 is about as best as you can get.
Now, to me, the most jarring thing when looking at this list is that Nintendo has 3 on this top 10 list.
Yep, but
that's a pretty big deal.
With the exception of Splatoon, you would expect the other 2 to be on there. Mario Kart 8 and Legend of Zelda. Those are
but look how long Legend of Zelda has been out. Like, that thing had like over a 100% attachment rate for the longest time. Like, who the fuck is still buying it?
Yeah, it had over 100% attachment rate on the 6 that you were able to get in the United States.
On the 2 million that you were able to get.
In the United States.
They've sold over...
right, but everyone who's getting one, as they're coming out, is picking it up.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Good for Nintendo. 3 in the top 10.
I'm finding it hard to believe that Injustice 2 is still on here.
I think they had a sale. I think they had a sale going.
Maybe.
That game was discounted. Crash Bandicoot I actually thought would take the top spot, so I was a little shocked that Splatoon was up there.
Oh, you did, huh?
I really didn't expect Splatoon to be that high.
Well, I think Splatoon is Nintendo's new Mario.
Splatoon won't work for everyone. I love it. It won't work for everyone. I'm shocked to see it up there. Also, it has almost no single-player content.
Right. But that's kind of what Nintendo needs at this point.
Just interesting. Maybe that's what you need, because Nintendo also has a new bundle coming.
I don't need one.
The Splatoon 2 bundle. which comes with your Switch console, a digital copy of Splatoon 2, a Splatoon 2 carrying case, and the cherry on top, the whipped cream, some people say, the gravy on the potatoes. It comes with Splatoon color
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Con. So you're getting one pink, one green. I call them watermelon. And these will be probably a new combo that you can buy separately once this bundle launches. This is the same bundle that was in Europe and Japan, but it's finally making its way to the Americas.
Yeah.
So,
good stuff.
I'm guessing you'll be able to buy these separately. They look good, though.
It does look good.
Neon pink and neon green.
It does look good.
Yeah, that's a good-looking combo together. And Splatoon is a good game. And if you don't have a Switch, you would buy this and be like, yep, fuck yeah, I'm good. Love the color, love the game, love the system. Carrying case is a bit kind of shitty. I like a big girthy carrying case, but maybe this is all you need, I don't know. Still not any closer, huh?
No. Sorry.
It is $380 if you're interested.
Still not there.
$380 house. Mario right around the corner, October.
I know.
Mario Rabbids into this month.
I'm not. Mario Rabbids does nothing for me.
It's because you haven't played it yet.
And when I won't play it because it does nothing for me.
I mean, you don't know.
It is not what I want. Leave it at that.
It's just like Fortnite.
I'm not having this fight with you.
Just like Fortnite.
It is not just like Fortnite.
Crackdown 3.
Full of shit.
No longer coming out November 7th alongside the Xbox One.
Yeah.
So if you thought, this is the crown jewel for the Xbox One launch, you would be wrong. Because it's not coming out anymore. I mean, it's coming out, but it's not coming out then.
No, it's now been moved back to, what is it?
Spring 2018.
Yeah, they're talking March 2018 or something. I think the bigger news in this is that I think this is really going to affect the Xbox One X launch.
Good.
Because what is there now?
What does it say about, what is it, Forza? Or Forza, as some people say? They put a T in there? Forza.
It does still have Forza, but I think Crackdown was the one that they were looking to sell what this system can do. Because it was anticipated, and now it's pushed back. I just don't think it bodes well now for the launch.
What does this say about Crackdown 3?
I don't...
This is just the latest delay. I mean, originally this game was scheduled to arrive in 2016.
Right, yeah. I don't know.
I'm all about a delay to make a game better, but when we're talking 2 years...
Well, I guess we'll see. That's all we have.
That's a fat-ass delay. Maybe this next story will tell you what they're hanging their hat on for the great Xbox One X. ReCore, it would appear, is getting a definitive edition that will have Xbox One enhancements. So a game that didn't do very well to start with, coming back out with the Xbox One enhancements, which I understand is just like HDR and some visual upgrades.
Right.
It looks like now it will also include the Eye of Obsidian, which is a mission, and T8NK Corebot frame, for everybody that's wondering.
Now, you played ReCore, right?
I got ReCore.
You got ReCore? You didn't play it?
Correct.
I
want to play it.
I kind of want to.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, I'm not sure.
Yeah. I want to play it. I'm excited to play it. I just never did for some reason. But I don't know. I still want to. It's on my shelf in there.
Yeah,
I scooped it up pretty cheap.
It's one I want to. It's one I want to pick up too.
I think our friend Garrett played through it.
You think he did?
Yeah,
I might have to ask him.
Yeah. So
I might have to ask him. Very, very much a Metroid style game, from my understanding. A lot of backtracking.
Yeah.
Once you get the right core to get through to the next area, blah blah blah.
You got to keep your core tight. I know that. Ooh. I've always heard that. Keep your core tight.
One word for you: yoga.
Yep. Keep it tight. Keep that core. You want to feel the burn. Get that HDR support. Should they have called this the Xbox One Expensive? Is that too on the nose? I was just looking at this.
That's what the expense stands for, in case you didn't.
Yeah, I was just looking at this. The Xbox One Expensive system to have to buy to play Forza.
And ReCore Definitive.
ReCore Definitive Edition.
See, that's the thing we got to be careful with. I don't think the Xbox One X, it needs to stay away from the deluxe editions and remastered editions. That is not going to do shit for this system.
I was thinking back, I was like, what did Sony have for the PlayStation Pro? And, they hung their hat on Horizon, which didn't come out till March. So same kind of timeline as Crackdown. But they had First Light and Second Son, which First Light in HDR, they're going to make your pants fit a little tighter.
Yeah.
Like that neon effect looks incredible in HDR.
I bet.
And, so they hung their hat on those. Uncharted, obviously got, that's hard to make Uncharted much more pretty than it already is. But, even Last of Us, I think they did some HDR stuff for that. So, I get it.
Yeah, but
it was the same.
There's a difference, though.
So Sony didn't need this,
right?
Microsoft has to have the X work.
It has to work. It has to work well. It has to bring something new, or else it's not worth it. I don't think people are going to pay that kind of money for games to look better. There's got to be more that it does. This is the third iteration of this generation Xbox.
Yeah.
Right. The Pro was just the second, and the Xbox One S. Those were the competitors. This is marketing itself as something different.
So Sony has the Slim, which was just a redesign of the system, which is kind of what the S was, but the S also made some graphical improvements.
Yes.
Just because of how the architecture works out. So I would say they're kind of evenly paced, but Microsoft needs a win, whereas Sony didn't need a win when the Pro came out. If it came out and failed, it didn't matter.
I don't know that the Pro and the Xbox One X are comparable, and I think the price says something to that.
I mean, they're not in the sense that the Xbox One X is way more powerful than the PS4 Pro, but they feel the same market. They are for people who want the top of the line. I want an upgrade from what I have. They're gonna fit the same consumer base.
That's the general thinking. The problem is the difference in the consumer bases is $200.
Yeah, but I mean
that's a big deal.
It's not for people who are like, I'm going to get a Pro or I'm going to get an Xbox One X. It's for people who are like, I love Xbox and I want the best Xbox available.
Yeah, but I still don't. Even for those people, I don't know that it's worth it if they don't do something with that extra power other than just make the games look a little better.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll get a boost of sales when it comes out from the diehards, and I didn't think that the PS4 Pro would continue to be successful, and it has. So, who knows what'll happen with this? But it does suck that they had to move Crackdown, because I thought that would be a huge selling point.
Yeah,
for Xbox One X.
Yeah, definitely.
You got that ReCore though. Maybe that's not even confirmed.
And some Forza.
Forza is confirmed.
Forza is confirmed.
Yep. So last week, when I was reading the news, apparently I had a stroke. I skipped a story that you had sent me about team killing going away for the most part in Friday the 13th, the game.
Yeah. You can no longer just straight up kill other counselors if you're a counselor. So you
can only kill them with vehicles, right, and traps?
Yep. Traps will still affect them. You could still run them over with the cars or the boats or whatever, but you can't straight up just kill them anymore because too many people were taking advantage of that and making the game not fun to play.
Mm-hmm. So now we have a lot of new news with no information to toss out at you.
Yes.
It would appear that they're looking at adding a lot of stuff, and obviously this is in preparation for the October
release.
13th, Friday the 13th release of the digital copy.
That's when you're going to get it, just because they did
physical.
It right.
I mean,
you're going to pick it up.
I'm really thinking about it.
Because they did it right. Because they can't do it right and not have you acknowledge that.
You got to vote with your wallet, people. There's a new Jason coming.
Mm-hmm.
No specifics on that.
Nope.
They're going to pull back the retro Jason in order to a little TLC work, they put in quotes.
Some tender loving care.
Whatever that means. He must be fucked and they got to fix him.
Mm-hmm.
New multiplayer maps are in development. Multiple new maps. Everything's multiplayer. Sorry, misspoke there. Multiple new maps.
Mm-hmm. One's probably coming pretty soon, so keep an eye on it.
Yeah. So the setting hasn't been revealed, but they said it was ripped straight from the films.
You know what we need? You know what we need?
What?
Ripped straight from the films. It needs to be either Manhattan or space.
It's probably going to be space, but shouldn't be space.
It's got to be Jason X, man.
Yeah.
Jason.
And that's
goes
probably
to
the
space.
new Jason. It's probably the new Jason coming too. Like I'm sure those are tied together.
Or Manhattan. Manhattan would be cool too. But they got to get.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's got to be something that's different from.
So I think space is easier for them to do. I think Manhattan. I don't know that seems hard for them to do.
They could just make it a generic city and call it Manhattan, I suppose.
But doing like space seems easier.
I would say space does seem easier.
Yeah.
On a spaceship, yeah.
Yep. 2 new counselors are also on the way. A new clothing pack, which will allow you to customize your counselor's looks, as well as a Spring Break 1984 clothing pack. The beach-themed DLC launches soon and consists of bikinis and swimsuits for $4, and it'll be available at a discounted price, $2 for a limited time. So I guess that's cool.
That is
Finally,
cool.
there's a free emote pack coming, which the emotes look pretty good too.
Yeah, emotes look
because
good.
I like a good emote. Yeah.
Who doesn't?
So there's one. Yeah, shooting some thumbs up at somebody when you're about to get murdered sounds like a fun thing to do.
Mount.
So, if you're like, man, there's kind of a lack of detail in that announcement, I would just say, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there is.
And there's still no new information on the single player. But supposedly it is coming.
It's out there. The truth is out there.
The truth is out there.
His next story is the one you probably could do without, but I couldn't do without.
Yeah, I know you couldn't. As soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what this was about.
You should definitely check this out after. PS4, new fishing game, and it gets a badass trailer. And I'm super excited. Fishing Planet. It's been in early access for like 237 years on PC.
Longer than Fortnite.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Nothing was in early access longer. Fortnite's still fucking in early access.
That's true.
This has been on Steam since 2015, but it's making its way to the PS4. And if everything holds true to the way it is now, it will be a free, F-R-E-E, massively multiplayer fishing game.
Which is, let's face it, something I never needed.
For free.
I never needed it.
12 locations, over 70 species to catch, and thousands of tackle combinations.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm super excited.
The best part is the trailer, which is set to like rock music.
Yeah, the trailer's pretty...
over the top.
Yeah.
And it has, it uses like sword sound effects, and it's really hardcore.
It's got some weird shit going on in it.
It's good. And it's got a little... Didn't see that coming moment at the end.
Is it though?
At the end. Yeah, it's really good.
Is it?
It's great for a fishing game.
We may have different definitions of that.
You should... Fishing Planet. You should watch the trailer for it. PS4 Fishing Planet. Make sure you get the right trailer. You'll know it.
At least watch...
A little fun thing at the end. So watch it all the way through.
Yeah, at least watch the trailer because it's fucking batshit crazy.
It bills itself as the ultimate fishing simulator. So I can't wait. I'll be balls deep in this game if it comes out and it's good. It's the last story. Probably could have done without this one too.
Yeah,
I just think this is weird more than anything. So WWE 2K18, everybody knows it's on its way. The publisher 2K has revealed that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson served as an executive producer for WWE 2K18's soundtrack, and he picked all the songs. He personally picked 11 songs.
Yep.
And
just weird.
It is weird. He says that these were chosen because they're some of his personal favorites to work out to and to get hyped to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you look through here, there's some good songs.
There are some good songs. There's also some songs that aren't quite good.
Yeah. There's some songs I don't know.
There's a few on there I don't know too.
I think. I love that Joe Wall's Rocky Mountain Way is on here.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I see The Rock getting pumped to that.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I could do without Kid Rock's "You Never Met a White Boy Quite Like Me." Personally,
everybody could do without Kid Rock's "You Never Met a White Boy Quite Like Me."
I've never been a Kid Rock fan. I'm still not. Let me tell
He's
you.
got some Boston on here, though.
Yeah, Boston I can get away with.
Yeah. He's got Disturbed down with a Signet, which I think is like the most stereotypical.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm pumping iron at the gym song.
No doubt.
But he also has Tech 9 Straight Out the Gate.
I'm not sure how you rock out to One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer by George Thorogood.
You get hyped.
I don't know how
you get hyped.
I don't know how you get hyped with that. That's not the song I put together for hype. Like maybe Bad to the Bone, but One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer? Come on.
Let me ask you about the order that these are listed in, and tell me if you think there's something here. They have Kid Rock, You Never Met a White Boy Quite Like Me, right beside Kanye West,
Black Skinhead. Yeah.
You think that's by design?
That might just be the way they made the list. I don't know.
It's probably the way they made the list.
I don't think that it's intentional. No. I don't think there's an ulterior motive of any kind.
And then listen to this one, too. Blues Brother. Blue.
It's another color, you're right.
They should have put it down there. He's a Tech 9 fan, huh?
Yeah. Which I don't know that...
Tech 9, and then he's got Mayday featuring Tech 9.
Yeah. I don't know that I would have... I guessed that about him.
I never guessed he was in there cranking one out to George Thorogood either.
Yeah. That's fair. Disturbed,
pumping hard.
That's pretty stereotypical, which you would figure The Rock would work out to.
Yeah. Or Boston Smoking.
Yeah, odd one.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Whatever. WWE 2K18 releases for PS4, Xbox One on October 17th. It's also coming to Switch sometime in the fall.
Sometime.
Yeah. Good for people who like that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And there are people who like that. I actually pay attention to it.
I hope it's a good wrestling game because I think it's been a few years.
You know what? Something I got to get off my chest here real quick. As long as we're talking about Kid Rock, let me tell you, the biggest trick fucking Kid Rock's the devil, and the greatest trick that he ever played on the population is fucking when you turn on the radio, and I think I'm about to jam out to some Werewolves of London, and I'm super pumped because Warren Zevon's on the radio, and then Kid Rock's stupid voice comes blaring out about Alabama at me, and all I want to do is run over everything in front of me and beat the shit out of my radio.
Now, I want everyone to separate their political views right now. Can we all at least agree that Kid Rock is a genius? Because he's pulled one over on all of the world.
Oh, yeah, he's fooled everybody. That's why he's the devil.
Like, people are always like, oh, he's white trash, he's hillbilly. He's not.
He's not.
He's selling you music.
Uh-huh.
And you can't get enough of his, like, Detroit,
and he's not even
like,
selling you good
ass
music. He's selling you shit music.
Kid Rock, he's like, so people always talk about Marilyn Manson. They're like, oh, he's fucking nuts. He's whatever.
No.
He's crazy.
No,
he's not.
He's got a contact lens in and some makeup. Yeah. That's it.
Kid Rock is Detroit's version of that. They're both super, super smart.
Yeah.
Is he trashy? Probably. But he's super smart because you're out there playing that fucking Sheryl Crow song every 20 seconds.
Oh, fucking.
God damn, that song's on the radio all the time.
I took a picture today. What is it? Looked at a picture, saw a picture, stepped on a picture, pissed on a picture, ate a picture. What the fuck is it?
I don't know.
Poured a pitcher of orange juice. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is.
I saw a picture today.
Is that what it is? I saw your picture today.
Now I keep thinking about Nickelback's photograph.
If you think about Nickelback, there's a serious issue.
Nickelback didn't fool anybody.
No, they did not pull the wool over. Everyone knew they sucked from the start, and it has.
Now, here's what I want to say: is I'm a supporter of Nickelback,
and it has never changed.
No, listen, I'm a supporter of Nickelback. I don't care. Everyone talks shit about Nickelback when it comes on. You know the fucking words to it. So ease off Nickelback's cock a little bit because they're okay.
No,
but they have somehow become the butt of every joke.
They make shit music. That's why.
All jokes. If it's a music joke, it's a Nickelback thing.
Oh yeah.
Like I see memes all the time. They're like, like I'm strapped to a chair, or like they have the Taken one all the time. Liam Neeson, where he's like, I'll find you, and when I do, I'll play Nickelback for you.
Yes, I've seen that one. Yes.
Yeah, it's like, man, what happened to these guys? They were on top of the world.
They were never on top of the world.
They were on top of the world.
No, they weren't.
They made so much money.
No, they did about as well as fucking Limp Bizkit.
No. It's not even fair to them.
That's completely fair.
That's not fair to Chad Kroger and company. They did so much better.
Don't bullshit me.
Listen.
Just because you like Nickelback and you're like one of the few and you want other people to like them too, I'm not having this conversation.
I saw Nickelback live.
I believe you did. Oh my God, what?
Listen, a sold-out crowd at Bridgestone Arena. Sold out.
You don't even like concerts, and that's the one. No wonder you don't like concerts. That's the one you fucking picked.
I had free tickets to it, but listen, they were good.
No, they're not.
They were good.
We're not friends anymore. This is going to be the last official Gamestitch podcast.
Hashtag bring Nickelback back.
This is it because
bring Nickelback.
I'm afraid.
Back.
At Shirtless Dan has to resign his position as host because
I'm just saying
Ryan likes Nickelback and he's not.
No disrespect to Mr. Biscuit, but he's not on the same level as Nickelback.
I've got no room for that in my life.
No, not on the same level.
Wrong. They both sucked. They both had a couple albums that everyone thought was the greatest thing ever.
What's he doing now? Working at like a Costco?
I don't know. He's probably like a host at fucking Red Lobster.
Or he does like they just play like a local bar all the time.
I don't even know that they're a thing anymore.
There's no more Biscuit?
I don't think there's any more Biscuit.
He never needed anybody else.
You don't think so?
Just put a house band behind that guy, he's fine.
Oh, I don't know.
Nickelback was a real group.
They're not a group. They're a waste of fucking breath.
I bet. So it's time for Gone But Not Forgotten, where we reach back our gaming past, we dust off an old classic for you. This week's it's Dan's turn, but while Dan's doing that, I'm going to look up albums sold for Nickelback, because we're not done with this.
You go ahead, and you can lump them right in with fucking Crazy Town, too.
I know they beat Crazy Town. now you're not even being fair. What was that song, Butterfly?
Yes.
Come, my lady, come, my lady.
That's it.
That one? Fucking crackheads. That guy kill himself? He might be dead.
Yeah, I think he did.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
I think he did. So peace?
Nickelback.
So funny. Okay, so what am I have to... Oh, yeah, I got to go over my... my thing. My Gone But Not Forgotten.
That's it.
Actually, I have I'm not going super old school this week. I want to do something a little different this week. So my Gone But Not Forgotten, it's actually going to be one that everyone's familiar with, but my Gone But Not Forgotten, or at least Gone But Shouldn't Be Forgotten, is Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 came out in 2009 for all the systems at the time. I realize it's only been 8 years, but the thing about Assassin's Creed 2, the first Assassin's Creed came out and it completely brought some new mechanics to gamers. It was something we hadn't seen before. But Assassin's Creed still had a lot of things that were lacking in it. It was very repetitive, it was just kind of the same thing over and over again. And those mechanics, while phenomenal, were just the only thing the game really had going for it. Assassin's Creed 2 took that newly introduced gaming concept of the climbing and stealth assassination and the parkour and perfected it to the point where they created the most... I've been around for 42 years, and it is still my strong-held opinion that Assassin's Creed 2 is the most perfect video game ever made. I'm not going to go too much into it. We all know the story of Vecchio, and he was in 3 games. The other games kind of started to convolute, try to keep introducing new things, and kind of it was just too much to take in at one time. Assassin's Creed 2 was the perfect balance of story, character, development, minigames, stealth, combat, all of that. And this is a game that if you haven't played it, you go back and play it right now. I guarantee you. I promise you this game is still going to hold up. It was recently, I believe, remastered for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Just until you play it, I can't do it justice. You have to play it to understand exactly what I mean. But everything about it just the way it flows, the pacing, the reveals, character development, it all moves at the perfect speed and they work perfectly together. Assassin's Creed 2, the most perfect video game ever made. Go out and play it if you haven't. Don't watch videos. Play it. Experience it for yourself. Assassin's Creed 2.
I like that one. I think it holds up.
So did you find numbers yet?
Sorta. I will tell you it's very tough to navigate Nickelback news.
Oh, I bet.
All the people who were slinging shit.
Oh, I bet.
So,
that's because I saw it. Just saying.
It does seem to be. I found the moment that most people are saying it all went wrong for Nickelback.
When was this?
When a Canadian chief of police was found to be telling DUI people that he was going to torture them by playing them Nickelback music.
That's awesome. That's about right. That would work.
And he had to publicly apologize for doing so. That seemed to be when the shift happened. Most people call that the pivotal event.
I don't know.
That led to them becoming the punching bag.
They didn't have good music to start with.
It's not about their music.
It is. It's completely about their music. And everybody knows it. That's why they're having memes made after them.
What I'm trying to figure out is how many they've sold lifetime and where that puts them, because I guarantee you they're in some pretty big company when you look at lifetime sales. Also, they're still active. So
yeah, I know they're still active. I don't care. Is he still married to what's her face? Avril?
No, they got divorced. Avril.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Okay. So, according to everything I can find here, they've sold around 50 million albums worldwide.
Okay, where does that put them?
In some fucking company. Let me just
you don't
tell
know that. You're just making shit up. You don't know.
No, I've got it pulled up.
Okay, so who's above them? Who's below them? That's all I want to know.
So
go 2 spots both ways.
Okay, according to this list, Journey and Neil Diamond are behind them. 2 spots behind.
Which Journey album? Which Journey album?
No, all of them. Lifetime sales, all albums.
Oh, okay.
Todd is Celine Dion. Right above is U2, Van Halen, and Whitney Houston.
They don't belong there.
Tells you what kind of company Nickelback keeps. And Chad Kroeger, because I like to single him out.
Well, Whitney Houston only put out 3 albums. Journey only put out two or 3 albums. Nickelback puts out an album a year.
How many you think they've done?
So, how many do I think who've done?
Nickelback. How many albums do you think they've put out?
How many albums? 7?
Let's see. See all. Oh, it's way more than that.
Ah.
Well, some of these don't count because they're like MTV Unplugged and the best of Nickelback. Yeah, so let's look at their core.
Yeah, let's look at new releases. Just look at just all
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because they just had one come out called Feed the Machine.
See, I wasn't far off.
They had their first album was Curb. Then they had The State. Mm-hmm. Then they had Silver Side Up. This is where things start to get fucking real for them.
Oh, real, huh?
Then they had The Long Road. All the Right Reasons, which is a big album for them. Dark Horse. Here and Now. No Fixed Addresses. And then Feed the Machine. Nickelback.
Yeah. Come to this. I know. I bet you Creed opened for him when you went to him too, didn't they?
God
bullshit.
Damn, Creed's so good.
What?
That guy lost his mind. He's like legit crazy now.
I don't know.
Scott Strapp.
I don't know
his name.
Stapp. I don't know that they were good either.
No, they weren't. But I love Creed. No, it was Hoobastank.
Forgot about
Chevelle. Hoobastank, Chevelle, and who else was there?
Oh God.
Yeah, the stank was there.
No, great.
Hoobastank, Chevelle. Maybe that's the three. Maybe it was Hoobastank, Chevelle.
God, you embarrass me sometimes.
You know who it was? It was
I don't.
Hinder.
Oh God.
You remember Hinder?
Yeah, I remember Hinder.
They had like 2 albums, but they had one good run. So it was Hinder, Hoobastank, Chevelle, and Nickelback. It was a night of rock. That's all I'll tell you. A night of rock.
Yeah, you embarrass me sometimes.
I also saw Blue Man Group in that same place, in that same venue.
I prefer that to fucking Nickelback.
Yeah, it was Blue Man Group. I feel like is best taken in like an intimate setting, and
possibly
it was like 14,000 people there. It just wasn't.
Didn't seem right.
I didn't love it. Yeah, I didn't love it.
Gotcha. I get it.
They were cool, but I want to be closer. I want to be like part of it.
You want to be in it, like it's community theater.
Yeah, I mean, you want to sit close enough where you're like, this is crazy, but like I was far enough up where I'm like, I don't know, such a blue dude's beating on pipes. You turn into that asshole because you're too far away to really see what's happening.
Why is this cool again?
Yeah. How much was this?
I knew I should have went to Riverdance.
Yeah. Nickelback's coming back next year. I should have went to them.
Yeah. No.
You can find us on the social media.
Listen,
let us know
always before he goes, always choose Blue Man Group over Nickelback. I don't care where you have to sit.
This is for everybody listening. Put the jokes aside.
No.
Put all the memes aside and just tell me, have you ever rocked out to Nickelback or do you know the words to Nickelback songs? Because the answer is yes, you do.
Okay, you know what?
That Photograph song, everybody knows that shit.
What Photograph song?
That look at his photograph. That one?
I don't know it.
Yeah, you do. That one he says quesadilla in that one song too, Rockstar.
I don't know it. I've never listened. I've listened to like one Nickelback song.
You've heard it. If it was on the radio right now, you'd be playing drums on the steering wheel.
I don't listen to the radio.
You'd be playing drums on the steering wheel if one of them came on. That's how much you like Nickelback. Let us know. Podcast at Gamestitch.com. Or you can hit us up on Twitter at @game_stitch. I am at Podcast Ryan. Dan is at Shirtless Dan.
By the way, if you defend Nickelback, I don't like you. I just want to throw that out there right now.
What's happened with Nickelback is the people who truly love Nickelback, and there's a lot of us, they're afraid to say anything because of the internet trolls.
You should
be.
So
they're afraid to support the back.
Because it's a commentary on your taste.
No, it's not. All these social justice warriors can calm down about Nickelback. They're fine. They're fine.
Okay, they have... You know what? For one thing, Nickelback has nothing to do with SJWs.
They have everything to do with
Nickelback...
Everything.
They have nothing to do with social justice, okay? Social justice is something completely different than what Nickelback does or doesn't do.
Nope. They make me feel the same. Nickelback.
Oh, check them out. Go sit in your safe space, you little bitch.
I will, and I'll put it on.
Go for it.
Put my headphones on.
There you go. Do that.
Silver Side. What was the name of that? Silver Side Up. Whatever album that was.
I don't know. Silver Sun Pickups.
Yeah. No.
That's a band.
That's not what we're talking about, though. Now, I think they might have a song in Little Big Planet.
Who, Silver Sun Pickups?
Maybe.
I think you might be right. I know they're better than Nickelback, so...
That's not true. They're still living at their parents' house. They don't make any fucking money. Nickelback's in mansions. Giant homes. Married to Avril Lavigne.
Not anymore.
Previously.
Not anymore.
Well, she fell off hard, too. She had a good run.
Oh, I don't know if that was a good run, either.
Yeah, she made lots of money.
I'll see her. At least her songs I know.
You know his songs too.
I don't know his songs.
This has been episode 240 of the official Gamestitch Podcast.
Well, we got a question from Garrett this week. So
we also have shout-outs.
We have shout-outs too, which we missed last week.
Shout-outs? Those are different.
I didn't say shout-outs. I said shout-outs.
Yeah, sounds a lot like sharts. Let us know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. So, do the question, and then after the question, we'll do shout-outs. And then I have a special announcement.
So, this week...
Was that subtle? It felt subtle, like I slid it right in.
Yeah, it was super subtle. Good job.
No problem. Yeah.
This week, Garrett. This question comes from Garrett Wade. Garrett says, Dauntless looks right up my alley, but it's a PC exclusive. Get a PC? No, not yet. What game has had you in this very same predicament? We did get a few answers on Twitter from some of our listeners. Thomas Barfield replies, DayZ forced me over the edge. Had to cave. So I'm guessing what that means is he needed DayZ so bad that he had to go out and buy a PC. Mm-hmm. And Gerald, our buddy Gerald Huffenshow, says, for me it was the Total War games. Now, to my knowledge, he is not a PC player, so I think he just really wanted to play these games and actually considered buying a PC. Brian?
So, a few things stand out for me, but I've been lucky enough that, and I think most people are lucky enough now, most games come to console, but the one that really tore me up was Stardew Valley. Like, hearing people talk about Stardew Valley forever was driving me bonkers, which is now out on PC. And most recently, I really want to play Players Unknown's Battleground, which is coming to Xbox One. Mm-hmm. But I watch a lot of streams, and that game looks awesome to play with friends. So yeah, those would kind of be my two.
Well, unfortunately, my answer is going to disappoint everyone because I have never had any desire to play the PC. When we first started the podcast, I did play some on PC for a segment we did at the time that has since gone away. But there's just never been a game that I was like, oh, I got to go out. I'm really considering buying a PC to play this game. There hasn't been one. I'm just not into it. So, sorry. I know that's a disappointing answer. Maybe some people think it's a cop-out, but it's the truth, and that's all I got.
The truth shall set you free.
That's what I understand.
Also, you can't handle the truth.
That's what I've heard, too.
Did you order the code red?
Did you order the code red?
It makes me think of Mountain Dew now.
And he says, you're goddamn right I did!
He says it so hard like that, too. It's so, like, unnecessarily hardcore.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be. He could have just said, you're goddamn right I did.
It's better this way, though.
Instead, he goes with the wounded bear projection.
Yeah, it's better this way.
So. It definitely... Yeah, you wouldn't remember it if he hadn't have said it that way. You wouldn't remember any of it.
Yep.
Okay, so we got shout-outs, correct?
We do have shout-outs. So, did Thomas send in a shout-out?
I didn't see one from him, no.
And I have sort of one from Garrett.
Okay.
It's not sort of one, it's one. So you do Thomas's because I need to close out with Garrett's.
Thomas's shout-out this week is to Dan and Ryan, and it's, sorry guys, I've been busy with work. I just haven't been able to be on playing video games. Because Thomas, it appears, other than a few tweets, has either been kidnapped or working incredibly long hours.
I have a shout out for Thomas. Apology accepted. Come back soon. Well wishes. We're going to play Switch together, Splatoon. Didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Cause,
I'm leaning towards kidnapped.
Yeah, possibly. He might be. Thomas, let us know if... Make sure you're okay. Okay?
Tweet an SOS if you need help.
That's right. 2 taps means I'm okay. 1 tap means help.
So, like 2 small taps, then hold a tap, then 2. We'll get to you.
Well, anyway, if it's not something we understand, if it's something we understand, you're okay. If it's something we don't understand, there's a problem. So,
right.
If you do 47 different types of taps, there's a problem.
This is too confusing. The easiest way to let us know you're okay is to say you actually did like Nickelback at one point. Oh. That way we'll know everything's fine. We don't have to worry.
See, no, there's a problem with that, though, is because no matter how he answers, neither one of us can guarantee he's okay. Because he might be under duress.
No, not if he's pumped about Nickelback. I know he's of sound mind.
But if he's not pumped about Nickelback and he's kidnapped, someone might be making him say that so that we know he's okay.
I see what you're saying.
Huh?
I see what you're saying. Listen, the person who's got Thomas, let him answer. Don't answer for him. But you can also answer the Nickelback question on your own Twitter.
But Thomas, I'm afraid I have bad news. If you answer that you like Nickelback, you can stay kidnapped.
Wow. I would never say that to someone. Never. This has been episode 240. If you're wondering why I haven't done Garrett's, it's because I'm going to close the show out with it. Remember, patreon.com/Gamestitch. You got anything you want to say before I shut this thing down?
Everybody have a good week, and we'll be here next week. Same time, same place.
So, Garrett's shout out. So this is not really a shout out. I'm going to piece it together and make it a shout out, though. Would you guys be willing to play a song on an episode? Doesn't have to be a full song, but it's a local band here in Fresno, California called the Redcoats. He really digs them. He reached out to them. He asked for permission, and they said, we'd love that. So guess what? We're going to do it for you, Garrett.
Boom.
We're going to close the show out. So instead of our normal Take Me Home music that you hear, you're going to hear the Redcoats.
That's right. You know, you're not going to hear Nickelback because we have taste.
Also, Nickelback didn't give us permission. Let's just be totally clear.
I would never ask them for permission.
If they gave me permission...
You still wouldn't. I wouldn't let you. I would quit. You would be doing a podcast by yourself.
If they gave me permission, I would have played one. Now, do you think the Redcoats are better than Nickelback? Yes, you do.
Me? Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
That goes without saying.
Yeah, right.
Now, there's something I want to point out about the Redcoats.
Okay. No, I know.
They have
I think I know where you're going with this.
They have a show coming out.
Yes, you are.
This show is with Corey Feldman. That's a big deal.
It is. I think that means you made it.
Like when I told you that, you said, well, they must be legit. That was your first thought.
It was.
So,
and I don't know why exactly, because in no way, shape, or form do I think that Corey Feldman and the Angels are legit.
I was more puzzled by your comment of that, like, because you immediately were like, well, they must be something then. And I was like, really?
But it's...
Listen,
but I'm a child of the 80s, so Corey Feldman holds a different connotation in my mind than he does in most people's.
So I checked them out when Garrett sent it to me, because we'll do pretty much anything that the people support us ask us to within reason. And once he said they're okay with it, I thought, well, if they're okay with it, we're okay with it. But I do want to at least listen to the music first.
Yes.
I don't just post shit on here when I don't know what it is. And they're not bad.
No, they're not bad at all.
October 13th, though, they're the Fulton 55 in Fresno, California with Corey Feldman and the Angels. So if you're local, if you're in that area and you don't see this show, you're an idiot.
How weird would it be if Corey Feldman and Angels were opening for the Redcoats?
Oh, that would be good. But if you're in the Fresno area and you don't go to that show, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, there's something seriously wrong with you. You're probably a Nickelback fan.
If I was in Fresno, I'd go to that show.
If I was in Fresno, I'd go to that show.
You should go. If you want to follow them on Twitter or check out their music, they're at the Redcoats Official. If you want to follow them on there. And I think you should follow them on there. And I think if you're in Fresno, you should 100%
go to that show.
Man, you should go to that show.
And tell us.
Go to that show and tell us how good that show actually
exactly.
was.
That's what I was just going to say. And you need to tell us about it.
So we're going to give you a sample. And by sample, I mean we're going to play the whole fucking song. Because we don't just do the minimum for our people. We do it all.
No, we're all or nothing people. Either we don't do it or we go big.
So we're going to go to completion with the Redcoats Human Battery. Enjoy.
10,000 volts of electricity pumping through my veins. They call me a human battery I can't contain. I feel it coming over me, performing lightning surgery. 10,000 volts of electricity pumping through my veins. Now take it down, shine a light on me. Lock it up, let it out, honey, set it free. I'm a man with a plan, come on, follow me. To the ends of the earth, human battery. Rock and roll took a toll that it shouldn't have. Now it's back and it sees as a heart attack. When no mortal man can slay the beast. Hello, nice human battery. 10,000 volts of electricity pumping through my veins. They call me a human battery I can't contain. I feel it coming over me, performing lightning surgery. 10,000 volts of electricity pumping through my veins. Ah, what is this? How can it be? Take a ride through the war on a silver steed. Now shooting text, what's it gonna be? To the ends of the earth, human battery. Everybody's got a place to run. Drop the guns, put them up straight to the sun. Like a breeze from the west, headed to the east. Hello, nurse, human battery. Then the sun turned black, and it all went wrong. As the wave rode high, and the day fell long, and the blizzard tore, through the mountain peak, and the earth stood hushed, just to hear God speak. Volts of electricity pumping through my veins.